Hey friends, welcome back. Today is the first Sunday of Black History Month, and we're also going to go over a couple of verses and kind of a lesson. The lesson today is about serving and how that makes us come together in unity, and I figured it would be a perfect time to talk a little bit more about Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton was a member of the Black Panther Party, just like one of our previous videos, Angela Davis. But the verse that we're going to talk about today is in Matthew. So let me pull up the verse here. It's Matthew 25:35 through 40. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you gave me clothing. I was sick, and you took care of me. I was in prison, and you visited me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when was it that we saw you hungry and gave you food, or thirsty and gave you something to drink? And when was it that we saw you a stranger and welcomed you, or naked and gave you clothing? And when was it that we saw you sick or in prison and visited you? And the king will answer them, Truly I tell you, just as you did to one of the least of these who are members of my family, you did it to me. And we also have a second verse, and that's 1 John 3:18. Little children, let us love, not in word or speech, but in truth and action. So those are some of my favorite verses because they talk about some of the ways that we can show love. And for me, sometimes it's hard for me to understand when people are talking about, well, just love people or do good things. Well, what's a good thing? How do I know if I'm doing a good thing? One of the ways that we can tell is it helps build the community up. And Fred Hampton was a really great example of this. He was one of the Black Panthers, but he was also somebody who was really good at unifying people. And he was one of the people who was the founders and kind of the main people behind a thing that was called the Rainbow Coalition. And the Rainbow Coalition was something that happened in Chicago a while back in the segregation era, which we kind of have a lot of segregation now where people who aren't the same race don't mix a lot, but it's not the same as it was back then. Back then, there were a lot of laws that were in place keeping Black people and white people and Latino people and all sorts of different people from different backgrounds away from each other and trying to make sure that they didn't work together to get the bad people out of power, basically. And so all of these people in Chicago, these different groups, they were really poor communities and they were suffering a lot. And there were different groups. So there was a Puerto Rican group and there was a young kind of from the country feeling. They used to be more rural, more southern white people who were also poor. And then we had Black people in Chicago who were also poor, and they were all struggling. And all of these groups kept to themselves, and they had never worked together to solve their problems before. And Fred Hampton was one of the people who was really good at talking to other people and getting them to see eye to eye and communicating and saying, hey, we both need food. We both need protection from the people in power who are hurting us. We both need medical care. Let's work together and solve these problems. And so what they did is they set up a free breakfast program. And that free breakfast program in Chicago, when it was at its peak, it was serving 3,000 to 4,000 meals a week to kids. And they also set up a free medical clinic and free dental, and they had clothing. They had all sorts of things, as well as just safety and protection, legal help. And Angela Davis was a part of this as well. And all of these things that they were doing, they were meeting each other's needs. They were doing the exact same thing that Jesus was talking about in those verses. They were taking care of each other when they were sick. They were feeding each other when they were hungry. And those things were incredibly powerful. In fact, it was the things that they did, that they were serving each other, that made the bad people that were in power the most scared. And that just shows you how important and powerful it is to take care of your neighbor and to love your neighbor. And that love isn't just about feeling gushy about someone or even being attracted to somebody. Love is about acting and doing something to better the other person or to protect them or to make sure that they're getting their needs met. And so that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about today. It was about serving people and how that brings us together. You know, when you serve somebody, you also need to listen to them and see what they even need. Because if I serve you and I bring you, you know, a big ham and cheese sandwich, but you don't eat meat, or maybe you're allergic to bread or something, then it's not really going to help you with your hunger. So what I need to do is make sure that I'm asking you before I help you and seeing what your needs are. And that means I have to talk to you and you have to trust me. And so when we serve each other, we have to form relationships and we have to trust each other. And that's another way that serving can help build unity and build community with each other. So this week, I want you to think about the different ways that you can be powerful and take charge and figure out a way to serve someone. It could be your parents, it could be a sibling, you could serve your neighbors in some way, even just cleaning up trash in the street, off the sidewalk. That's a service to everyone because that takes care of the community that we all use. All of those things are important and can help make sure that the community stays safe and healthy. Wearing your mask is a way to serve your community and keep each other safe. So keep that in mind this week and look for ways that you can serve. And remember, the things that you can do are simple. Food, water, visiting people while they're in prison. Maybe you can't go to a jail, but you could write someone a card. You could call someone on Zoom and FaceTime someone who might be lonely. You can do so many things to care for each other and make sure to take care of yourself and let yourself be taken care of too. Okay? All right. See you next week.